I just really realized today how like lucky I am to have the group of kids that I have. So I just opened up my first box from my P.O. box and look what is inside. So there are 4 of the sandwich containers. I have to go to school and I have to go like put a smile on my face, but in reality I'm just frustrated and I'm stressed and I'm like waiting for it to get easier. Good morning, YouTube. So I had a really good weekend. On Saturday, Billy and I slept in, we went to the gym, came back, I filmed a get ready with me, which will be up before you guys are seeing this video. And then Billy and I went out for like a nice date night dinner because we hadn't really done that in a while. So we drove over to Annapolis and we went to Macaroni Grill, which is like Italian food. And we get to the very end and we ask for the check and our waiter tells us that it's already been paid for. And we're like, what? So a stranger in the restaurant paid for it. And I don't know, I've never had that happen to me before. Like, it was a really good feeling, but at the same time, like, I felt really guilty because I didn't know who it was and like I couldn't say thank you. So the next time Billy and I go out to dinner, like, I want to do that for someone. Like, I want to pay for someone else's meal. Then on Sunday, I got up and I went to one of my students' ice hockey games, came home, Billy and I cleaned up the house, and then my friend Jane and her boyfriend Zach came over for like a game night. We played Cards Against Humanity and we played something else. Oh, we played the logo game and we had pizza and like that was really fun. But I didn't really start lesson planning last night until like 9 o'clock, which was a little bit late. I did get science done for the week and I got math done for like today and my block 1 done for like the entire week. So I feel okay, but I have grading that I have to get done because grades have to be in by like Thursday of this week. So I'm definitely gonna be staying after today and getting grading done, but it's okay. Like, I just did not feel like staying up super late last night. Got into bed at 11:30, fell asleep probably after midnight, but I woke up so tired this morning and I don't know why. Like, I'm just exhausted. So hopefully like I wake up throughout the day. It's cold this morning. It's like 50, which compared to what it's been in like the 70s in the morning when I leave, and then it would get up to like 90 degrees. And it's finally getting cold, which I'm happy about, but I also was not prepared for. So I think I'm gonna get a hot coffee this morning. And I know someone's going to ask, so on my lips, this is Lip Sense, and this is in the color Roseberry.
Good morning, may I take your order?
Hi, can I get a large hot pumpkin latte, please?
You said a hot latte?
Yeah, pumpkin flavor.
All right, anything else for you?
That'll be it.
Your total's $370, drive around.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this is something I ordered a couple weeks ago and it just came in over the weekend. These are just black silicone placemats. I got them off of Amazon. I will link them for you. I got 2 of them. One is gonna go over here underneath of my coffee maker, and the other one is gonna go over here underneath my pencil sharpeners, because this one from Classroom Friendly Supplies is missing the feet on the bottom and it ends up making it really dirty. Like, you can kind of see the residue on here. It's not too bad because of the coloring of the countertop, but I'm going to put that mat underneath of the pencil sharpeners just to keep it more clean.
I ain't feeling lonely, and I wanna admit it's time to end the ride. Fading it too slowly, were those gonna lift me up this time?
It is lunchtime. You will notice I did not get a chance to vlog during my planning time because we had, I think she's like the director of elementary science or something like that. She came to talk to us during our planning time. So that took up most of the time. And then I ended up working on a new seating chart for both of my blocks because I needed to give them new seats just for several different reasons. So I will show you guys how I did that. And then I'm gonna quickly eat my lunch and I'll catch up with you guys some more after school. It's been a little bit of a hectic day. So I wanna have time during my lunch just to kind of relax and catch my breath a little bit. So this is how I like to do my seating chart. I literally made this up within like 5 minutes during my planning time. I just have a regular PowerPoint document and I resized the slide to be a regular landscape size. So length of 11 inches, height of 8.5 inches. And you just do that under the design tab. And then you come over to slide size and then, oops, you do custom slide size. I'm sorry, you guys, this is really hard with like one hand. Okay, there we go, custom slide size. And then here you can actually type in the width and the height. So I resize it and then let me make it full screen. So I literally just take like the square shape and I draw a rectangle, like basically the size of the desk, and then I just like copy and paste it, and I make my different desk like formations, and then I just kind of show like there's the front board, there's the windows and air vent, and then there's the door. So in doing that, I now have like the layout of my entire room. And the great thing is, because I'm not really moving like my desk arrangements, I'm gonna keep it like this for the whole year, at least that's my plan right now. So I now have this blank document. Anytime I want to make a new seating chart, I can just print it out, write the kids' names in. I can do it like in pencil, and then once I decide where they are definitely gonna be, I can go over it in pen or just print out a new one and rewrite it in pen. I have seen some people do it with sticky notes, but I feel like those end up falling off and all that. So I just print it off right on the paper. If I mess up, it's okay. Like I just print another one and redo it. But I like that I now have this for both my blocks, and I have it for the whole year. So anytime I need to move seats, I can just print off another copy. So I was given this note this morning. It says, "Dear Miss Ferré, you are the best teacher ever. I love the way you dress. You are so nice. I had to give you the gum. Again, you are the best teacher ever. P.S. Who am I? And please put this on your YouTube channel." And then I was also given this bag of brownies for helping out with the concessions at movie night. So I can almost guarantee you these are going to get eaten like within the next 5 minutes. Probably shouldn't eat all 4 of them at one time, but I'm going to anyway. So now it is time to have a grading party because grades have to be in by Thursday of this week for progress reports. These are all like random pages that certain kids had to finish or they redid or whatever. So I'm going to grade those first, and then I will get to like the actual piles of stuff that we did today.
You were the only one who got me tripping up inside. All the words you told me, am I reading something different from your eyes? See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. I see you, all that I wanted was to tell you that
I am vlogging in my car because when I finished up stuff in my classroom, the custodian was in there cleaning, and I was not about to vlog with him like standing right there and have him look at me like a crazy person, so I decided to come out to my car. Good news is I'm up to date, cross my fingers, on grading, I think, unless I'm forgetting something, but I've gone through all my papers. I have all of my grading done. Now, the bad thing is when I was going through their science papers that they did last week when I was at the PD, I found a lot that were not done, so I gave them to their homeroom teachers. I'm gonna hopefully have them complete it in the morning, and I will have it tomorrow afternoon, and then I can grade those and put those in, but I feel good. Progress report grades have to be done by Friday at 9, which I thought they had to be done by Thursday, so that gives me an extra day, which is really good. But I need to get more grades. I feel like all I've been doing is grading, but I still have so much more because I have to have science, social studies, and then our math grades are split into 2. There's computation and problem solving, and I only have like 2 or 3 grades in each category, and ideally I'd like to have more. I guess I have like the right amount, but I always like to have extra grades. I feel like it's just more fair to the kids when they have more opportunities to be able to get, like, I don't know, I guess it just creates a more accurate representation of what they're able to do, if that makes sense. I feel like when you base it only on a couple of grades, it just doesn't really seem fair, because if they do bad on one thing, like that really pulls down their grade. But I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna worry about my plans for tomorrow. My team teacher and I are just really struggling with math right now. It's a brand new curriculum, and we're just slowly starting to figure out, I mean, there's a lot that I like about it, but there's just some parts that I don't really like. I feel like it jumps around a lot and it doesn't spend a lot of time on any one topic, which I know it has to because the curriculum moves so quickly. But at the same time, like, I feel like some days I finish the lesson, I'm like, I don't think my kids learned anything, and that is not a good feeling. And so I may have to start like deviating a little bit in order to meet my students' needs, and I'm completely okay with that. And I would hate for someone to be against that. Like, I think anyone would understand who walked into my room, like, why I'm deviating and all that, as long as I can justify it. So I'm gonna go home and just really focus on tomorrow's lessons, especially for math, make sure that I have everything that I need. So the Redskins play tonight, so I will have that on in the background, get work done. Billy and I are having spaghetti and meatballs and garlic bread, so I'm excited for that. I'm gonna get home and then I will catch up with you guys maybe later on tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. How to tell that it's a Monday. You get home at 7:30 after being gone for literally 12 hours to find that you never zipped your left shoe this morning, and no one told me about it.
Right by Marcus Peters, and he uses his ball tracking ability to find it. That is uncommon where you go at.
Good Good morning, YouTube. So I have wet hair again, and I only did like half of my makeup, and the reason is I'm lazy. And now that I figured out that I can sleep in until like 7 o'clock and still leave by 7:30 by not drying my hair and not doing a full face of makeup, it's really hard to motivate myself in the morning to wake up any earlier than that. I didn't get to bed last night until like midnight, and I'm just tired, and you know, I feel like that's just the life of a teacher. Like, you're just always tired, especially when you're a night person, because some of you are able to go to bed at like 9 o'clock, and I just do not understand how you do that. Like, you guys, I have tried shutting off all my electronics by like 7, and I still do not get tired until like at least midnight. It just is how my body functions, and I can't go to sleep super early. Plus, I just have so much to do. Like, I got home last night at 7:30. By the time I ate dinner, it was like 8:30, and then I was working on stuff until like 11, and I just don't know how to get to bed any earlier. And when I do try to get to bed earlier, like once in a blue moon, I don't fall asleep. But anyway, I'm gonna go get a coffee because I have my collaborative planning this morning, so I'll be able to sit there and kind of enjoy it while I talk with my team teachers and we figure stuff out. I wanted to show you guys this. I created an assignment redo tracker last night. So our students are allowed to redo up to 3 assignments per subject area per quarter, which is really hard to keep track of when you have a total of like 60 different students between your 2 blocks. And I was already like trying to write it on post-it notes. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to maintain this throughout the year. So I created this little tracker. It's just a chart. I'm able to put the student names on the side, and I made it into an editable PDF. So I will be able to reuse this every year, and I can just type in the student names, and then in these little boxes, every time they do a redo, I will just check off which subject area was in for that quarter, so that way I know once they hit 3 redos, they cannot do any more until the next quarter. So I checked my mailbox when I dropped my class off at Cultural Arts, which I always forget to do. I always forget to go up to the office and check my mailbox, but today there was this bag of candy, which I'm super excited about. I need this like something terrible right now, and I had a girl bring me this morning. Her dad got it from Korea, although I don't know if it's appropriate for school, but it's a bottle opener. It's really pretty. So I thought this was just super sweet, and I'm honestly so appreciative of all like the little gifts that I got. You know, I've never really had that before, and not that you need that, but I don't know, it's definitely nice and I really appreciate it. So I just made a ton of copies, so now I need to organize these, cut them apart, and get them all ready to go, and by then my planning time will be over for today. It is lunchtime, my favorite time of the day. So my assistant principal is actually pulling a couple of students to reteach them a math skill that they took a quiz on, and a lot of kids did not do so hot. So she is actually pulling them during lunch to reteach them, and then she's going to have them retake the quiz during recess, which I just really appreciate. Like, she came in during my playing time and she's like, can I do this like to help you? Is that okay? And I'm like, yes, please, because I pull these kids on a daily basis, but like they just need more time. So I really appreciate that. I'm gonna sit and enjoy my lunch. It's been, again, just a crazy day. Like, I don't know, I feel like we're so go like all the time, yet we're still barely getting through the curriculum in time, and it's just frustrating. So I like to have my lunchtime just to decompress, check emails, eat my lunch, and that's what I'm gonna do. So this is about to happen. It's now the end of the day. I got this brownie because 4th grade was the first grade level to get all of our hospitality dues in, and then I got the donut because it was one of my students in my Block 2's birthday, and he gave it to me. And before anyone says anything about all the treats I've been eating lately, you guys, it's okay, because dessert goes to your heart, not to your stomach. So I just spent the last hour and a half grading. Even though I stayed late yesterday and graded, I had to grade things that we did in class today, plus all of my kids that were not done assignments and they finished them today and turned them in. I had to grade all of those. Next thing that I have to do before I can get out of here is my manipulative list for math. So our school is ordering new manipulatives for all the grade levels, so we have to fill this out. It's front, and I think there's a little bit on the back. Now I can estimate quantities. So for example, all of these counters, I don't have to sit there and actually count them. I can just estimate, but still I need to go through all of my math manipulatives and try to fill this out. Welcome to another episode of Michelle Vlogs in her car because the custodian was cleaning her classroom. I'm okay vlogging in front of people like in public. I've kind of gotten over that, but I don't think the custodian and I are like quite at that level yet where I can just openly like vlog in front of him. So I'm vlogging in my car. It's 7 o'clock and I'm leaving, same time that I left yesterday. I feel good, even though I didn't really want to stay this late. I feel good because all of my grades are done. Now that I finally caught up, like I want to stay on top of it. I don't want to get behind again because that sucks. Like, I'll be honest, it just sucks having like piles and piles of papers that you have to grade. So I'm still caught up on grading, which is good. I completed my math inventory, which is good. And I also got my desk cleaned off a little bit more. I had papers like in the corner that have just been sitting there for a really long time. So I finally got all of those put away, and I'm starting to organize more of like my binders. And that kind of stinks too, because I have to take out all of the old papers that I had from when I taught second grade and then replace them with like the new paper. So it's a little bit lengthier of a process than just starting over, but that's okay. I'm getting there. Now there's a car sitting in front of me, like, and the people are staring at me. So I'm gonna get on the road. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna enjoy my dinner. Billy and I are just having like chicken salad sandwiches, and I will catch up with you guys in the AM.
TV for 200. He's the lovable Great Dane who hangs out with Daphne, Freddie,
Scooby-Doo,
and Velma. Austin, who is Scooby-Doo? Yes. TV 400.
Good morning, YouTube. So I woke up late. Like, I didn't wake up until 7 o'clock, which is pretty late for me. I'm still leaving at 7:30, so I consider that good, but still, like, I did not wake up to any of my alarms that went off before 7. And I have a lot of alarms that go off before 7 because I set alarms for every like 10 minutes, but I have a really bad habit of like snoozing through them, hence why I set so many. So last night was not like a fantastic night. Billy and I ended up getting into a fight, and he was picking at me for like being on my phone because it was like 8 o'clock, and suddenly I realized I needed to go get a prescription filled, so we had to hurry and go to CVS. So when we were in the car, I was on my phone, and that wasn't, you know, the main thing of the fight, which I'm like, Billy, this is the first time I've been on my phone all day. Like, what are you talking about? It was more so about me like not spending time with him, but like that's frustrating to hear because A, I don't like to hear that I'm not doing a good job as his girlfriend. B, like we spent Saturday together this past weekend. Like we woke up, we went to the gym together, we went to dinner together, and it's hard because I can't really devote a lot more time right now because I'm teaching a new grade level. Like home and work balance is very off because it needs to be, because I'm learning a new curriculum. And I know there's gonna be people saying like, no, you don't have to spend so much time at school, blah, 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 blah. I'm not even going above and beyond right now. Like I'm just trying to do my job, like the bare minimum, and I'm still putting in so many extra hours because I'm learning a new curriculum, and that's really hard. And I'm learning new standards, and I'm learning a new grade level, and I'm learning a new school, and all of that. Like I'm literally doing the best that I can. Like YouTube has even taken a back seat, which is really, really hard for me to do. You guys know I've only put out my vlog for the past like couple weeks. So it's just frustrating because I feel like I don't know what to do differently. I'm literally doing the bare minimum to get by. Like my lessons aren't fancy. I'm just going off the curriculum, but just to get everything done, like it's taking me hours and hours and hours. And it's frustrating because he gets home from work and he doesn't have to do anything. And I know he understands that I have more work to do, but at the same time, I feel like unless you are a teacher, you really don't get it. I feel like he thinks a lot of the stuff I'm doing is optional, and like it's really not. Like I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow, and you know, I could plan more during the weekend, but then he also complained that we didn't get to spend enough time together over the weekend, even though we spent all of Saturday together. So I don't know. I think I'm stressed right now because grades are due on Friday. I know he's probably stressed too, and I just think it, you know, combined into us having an argument. But like we went to bed without talking and woke up without really talking, so I'm just like not in a great mood, if I'm being honest. And I don't know, I have to go to school and I have to go like put a smile on my face, but in reality I'm just frustrated and I'm stressed, and I'm like waiting for it to get easier. And like it hasn't really, I mean, it's easier because I'm not dealing with the behavior problems, so like mentally I'm just in a much better place. But I also feel like I'm so much more swamped with like curriculum and trying to differentiate to meet all of my learners' needs. And I never really struggled with curriculum before. I had never struggled to try to get all of it in like before assessments, and I think it's because in second grade we just had a lot less to cover. But now in fourth grade I feel like I'm literally flying through the curriculum. My kids aren't getting it, but I don't have enough time to be able to pull them to reteach. Like I am meeting with one of my girls to like reteach her math, to retake a quiz during my lunchtime on Thursday, and I'm like, I literally don't know what else to do. So I'm gonna go get a coffee to help me feel better. Hopefully I can start like actually speaking correctly this morning, and I will catch up with you guys, I don't know when, because I have a faculty meeting this morning and then I have team planning during my planning time. So maybe, no, not even lunch, because because I have lunch bunch today with a group from my block 1 to block 2. Maybe by the end of the day, I will catch back up with you guys. Hi, can I get a large hot pumpkin latte, please?
Large hot latte, pumpkin, anything else?
That'll be it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, it is the end of the day. Just to kind of catch you up, one of my sweethearts in my block 2 brought me this brownie this morning, and as you can tell, I've already taken a bite. It was delicious, but I was waiting until I could show it to you guys before I finished eating it. I also had a friend give me a Reese's this morning, which makes me super happy. I'm gonna eat that too. And then I had one of the girls in my block 2. I guess she went through books at home and like got rid of books she didn't need, so she let me take 2 of her books. I was like, sure, I'll take them. So I have new books from my classroom library, Minions, the junior novel, and a Geronimo Stilton book. So like I said, it's the end of the day. During my planning time, I had to meet with my team teacher to go over math for next week and science and social studies. And then during lunch, I had about 9 students in my class for lunch bunch. That was the team from my block 1 and the team from my block 2 that had earned the most dojo points. Typically, they will have lunch bunch when they earn 25 dojo points as a team, but because I moved seats, I just took whichever team had the most points up to that point. They had lunch bunch with me today, so now it is after school. It's about 4:15, and I'm actually gonna get out of here, so I'm gonna take stuff that I have to grade home with me because I need to get to the post office. I need to check my P.O. box. I also spent the last 15 minutes trying to call my, sorry, there's the kids in the hallway for like after school stuff. I had to call my old pharmacy to get them to like transfer my prescriptions to my new pharmacy, which is at the CVS at the Target. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'll catch you up more when I get home with like how the day was, but right now I just feel like I'm still trying to catch my breath. It's just been like a super hectic day. I know the lighting's like horrible. That's a little bit better. So when I get home and I've actually had time to like process my day, I will sit down and talk about it. It wasn't like a bad day. It was actually a pretty good day. But yeah, I just need a couple minutes to like figure out what's going on in my life right now. Current problem, how on earth do I carry all of this into my house? I haven't opened up my P.O. box mail yet, but these were in my mailbox here at my townhouse. I ordered these both from Jane, which if you've never used Jane before, it's basically a website where things are like discounted for a certain amount of time. And I have a really bad habit of like going on there and ordering a bunch of stuff in just one sitting. So I ordered these a couple of weeks ago and they just came in. I will link where they are originally from in the description box because they're no longer available on Jane. So this shirt, can't remember where it is actually from, but I'll link it from you. I thought this was just a really pretty like blue color. I don't know how to exactly describe it, but it's almost like a cobalt blue, maybe? I don't know. I think that's like a little bit of a brighter blue than this, but I thought it was a really pretty shade of blue, good for the fall. It is kind of thin, so I would definitely wear a shirt underneath. Well, it doesn't look thin from here, but I swear it's thin. So I would wear a shirt underneath, and then I got this really cute t-shirt. I thought this was perfect for fall. It says flannels, pumpkin spice, hayrides, s'mores, bonfires. And again, I will link this for you in the description. This is not a color. It's almost like a rust color that I would usually pick. This is not like my favorite color by any means, but I'm trying to like step out of my comfort zone and pick colors that I don't usually pick. And I thought that this was very appropriate for fall. You guys, I am doing a happy dance. You just can't see it right now, but I am doing a happy dance. So I just opened up my first box from my P.O. box and look what is inside. So there are 4 of the sandwich containers and I'm so happy that they're purple because they will match the ones that I have. Oh, I'm so happy, you guys. Like my bad mood that I had this morning is just gone completely. Like I'm so excited. So this is from Lauren. She teaches in Tennessee. She is a English language arts teacher for 7th grade. Oh my goodness, Lauren, thank you so much. She actually left her cell phone number in the letter, so I'm going to text her right now and thank her. And she said if I'm ever in the Nashville area to hit her up so that we can meet each other, and I definitely will. I will be in Nashville next summer for the TPT conference, so I will definitely make sure that I get in contact with you. Thank you so much. You are so sweet and I'm so excited. So this means I officially have enough sandwich containers. I'm so happy. Thank you to everyone who offered to mail me some. You guys seriously are the best and I cannot thank you enough, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. Like the fact that I say, oh, I need these containers and I have like dozens of people willing to send them to me just makes me the luckiest person ever. Seriously, all of my subscribers, you all are the best. And Lauren, thank you so much for sending these to me, and so quickly too. You're the best. Oh, this literally feels like Christmas. I just checked the next box and I had 2 more sandwich containers, which I'm so excited about. These are from Rachel, I think it was. Let me check. Yeah, Rachel from Indiana. I'm so happy because I ideally wanted 4 sandwich containers because I wanted to have some extras. I do have some like incomplete sets of the fraction towers. So Lauren sent me 4 of them and then Rachel sent me 2 more. So I have 6, and again, they're all like the colors that I already have. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Rachel. You the real MVP. I will be reaching out to you so that I can pay you for the sandwich containers and the shipping, and I can give you something from my TPT store. And Lauren, I actually just finished texting you so that I can be in contact with you as well and figure out how I can repay you for this and what you want from my TPT store. You both are awesome. So I just opened up this next package and this one tugged at my heartstrings. So this is from Kelly in New Jersey. First of all, she sent Billy and I this trivia challenge book, which I'm really excited about. You guys know Billy and I both A, love games, and B, are super competitive. So I will have to film us like going through this together because you guys know like we are intense when we play games. We take no prisoners. So Kelly wrote me this super long letter, and I know she says in there that she like was rambling and did not take her time. Girlfriend, you were not rambling at all. Like, I love reading letters where people are literally just brain vomiting on the page. Like, whatever comes to mind, they write it down. So Kelly is currently in college and she is trying to get into a master's program because in New Jersey, teachers have to have their master's, I guess. Kudos to you, girlfriend, because I know how difficult it is. Like, I've only taken 1 class for my master's and it's hard. So kudos to you. She told me about a really hard time that she went through in her life. She actually lost both of her parents, which I cannot even imagine going through, but her mindset with it is just so positive. And she said how she doesn't want people to feel sorry for her. She is lucky to have had her parents for as long as she did, and they're both amazing people and how much they inspired her. And I have so much love for you, girlfriend, to have gone through that and to have that mindset, like, honestly is so inspirational. And she just talked about how she wants to go into education. It's something like she's always wanted to do, but she's kind of been holding back, and then going through that and losing her parents just showed her that she needs to live her life to the fullest, and that's what she's doing now. And I just think that that's amazing. So thank you so much for taking the time to write this to me. Like, you just tugged at my heartstrings. Like, seriously, you know, it's reading things like this that make me realize, like, even times when I'm stressed and I feel like overwhelmed and I have a lot going on, I can't even imagine dealing with something like that. So, it's just a great reminder just to be grateful for everything that you have. And that definitely made me realize that. And I feel like it's something that I needed. Like, after having a rough night last night and Billy and I like getting into a fight and we're still haven't talked, like, I don't know, I feel like this just came at the perfect time for me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I cannot wait to go through this trivia challenge book. Maybe tonight, like, maybe that'll be how Billy and I like make up, although that probably is just gonna make it worse. So maybe that's not a good idea, but thank you, Kelly, seriously. Okay, Luna, really? Next package from my P.O. box. This is from a girl named Brittany who is currently living in Kansas, but after reading her letter, she has lived like all over the place. So first of all, she sent me this card. How stinking cute is this? It says, "Thanks for being the creative and inspiring teacher you are. I want to take that to school with me and put it up on my bulletin board." So cute. And then look at these little notes. It says mental note. These are so adorable, and all the different things on there. Remember, eventually forget, do something about, contemplate, ignore, and stick somewhere. Those are super cute. And then these post-it notes, which I love those small post-it notes because I feel like usually I don't need a full post-it note. I only need like a small one to make a small note to myself. So I'm really excited about those because I do not have many of those. Then there is this writing tablet, and it just has like blank lined pages. But you guys, I am a writer, like, in terms of when something comes to mind, I have to write it down. I do document a lot on my phone too, but I like to have stuff like physically written. So I'm always just carrying little notebooks and I go through them really, really fast. So I really appreciate this. And it has so many lined pages. And actually I really appreciate, like, I hate writing on just plain like blank pages. I need to have lines because I suck at writing and I can't write in a straight line. And then there is this folder, you guys, black, gold, and white. So cute. And on the inside is this really long letter from her. And Brittany told me a lot of her, like, her backstory. And I just love learning about different people and like their journeys through life. So Brittany is only 20. She's originally from Kentucky, and since she was 16, she had been in a relationship with her now husband, Jeremy. And she told me the story about how he's actually older than her. He's about 4 years older, and she ended up going to a college near him. You guys, that's what happens when you're in a relationship. So then when he graduated, he's actually in the Army and he's active duty. So she's had to move. She's now in Kansas, and she just told me about how she has struggled like every time she's had to move to try to find a school and trying to do stuff like online. And originally she went for like something medical, but now she's decided to switch over to elementary education, which I just think is awesome. I cannot wait to see like where your journey ends up taking you, and when you do end up graduating and like you get into a classroom, I can't wait to see what you end up thinking about it. I wish you all of the luck in the world. But she talked a lot about feeling like she's in a much different place than like her husband, because he's 4 years older than her, and then all of like the other military spouses that she meets, because they're all older. And girlfriend, I feel you. I feel like I'm always the youngest. You know, I graduated college when I was 20. I started teaching when I was 20, and that was hard because like everyone else around me was much older, and it is hard when you're younger than everyone else, but you're trying to, you know, get a job and you're trying to like keep up with them, but it's hard because you're much younger. So I totally feel you. I know exactly what you're going through, but it sounds like you are honestly just doing an amazing job. So I wish you all of the best luck. I definitely want to keep in contact, figure out where your journey takes you, not tanks you. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's been a long day. It's been a long week. And thank you so much for all of these goodies. I'm so appreciative. So this next one is from Bethany in Iowa. You guys, look at this. I'm so jealous of people that can hand letter, because I've tried and I'm horrible at it. So if you're able to hand letter, I seriously am so envious of you. Look how pretty. Like, I don't think I've ever seen my name written so pretty before. So Bethany made me this. How stinking cute is this? And she hand lettered this entire thing, which just blows my mind. It says, mathematics may not teach us how to add love or minus hate, but it gives us every reason to hope that every problem has a solution. How stinking cute is that? I am gonna get a frame and I'm gonna put this up on the wall by my desk, because this is seriously like the cutest thing I've ever read. And I love that it's math, because that's what I teach and mathematics is my jam. So thank you so much for taking the time to make this for me. That is so cute. And you're gonna be seeing it like in all my vlogs on my classroom wall once I get it framed and get it put up. Thank you. And so appreciative. She also gave me an envelope, and the front is already addressed with her address, and it has my return address up in the corner, and it has a stamp. So appreciative. Thank you so much, Bethany. Okay, so before I show you what she got me, I'm gonna show you her notes. So this is from Brenda. She is a special ed self-contained, which I cannot even imagine. Girlfriend, you deserve all the kudos. You do amazing things, and there are not many people who could do what you do. She is in North Jersey, and when she was shopping for her classroom, she saw this and she thought of me, and she said, P.S. I watch your videos every morning while I get ready for work. I so appreciate that. You guys, hold on. Wait until you see it. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. It is a sloth calendar. You guys, I'm doing a happy dance again. Sorry. Look. Oh my God. This is literally the greatest thing I've ever laid my eyes on. Ah! You guys probably think I'm so weird, but seriously, look. They're so cute. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm jumping up and down. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna put this in my classroom and my kids are gonna like flip out. They know that I love sloths, and oh my gosh, you guys, I can't. I literally can't. I don't know what to do. This is so cute. Thank you, Brenda. I don't know where you got this, but I am so jealous, and I want to get one of these like every year now. Look at it. It's so cute. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to stop jumping now. So this next one, you guys, is from a girl named Rachel in Arizona. Literally, I opened up the box and this was the first thing that I saw. I love that you guys love my love of sloths. Like, it seriously just tickles my heart. Look how cute. So Rachel wrote me this letter, and girlfriend, I cannot get over like how creative you are and artistic. Like, oh, hold on, let me cover up last names. Do you guys see like the little Dunkin' cup and the pencil? Like, how cute is this? And she just wrote me this letter about how she's in her 3rd year of teaching, and last spring she was feeling super burnt out. I feel you, girlfriend. Like, that's just the life of a teacher. I feel like you go through phases where you feel feel very burnt out, and then you feel very rejuvenated, and then you feel burnt out again, and then you feel rejuvenated. And oh, I just love like how she typed this. Like, look at like the words with the different fonts and colors. Thank you so much. It was so sweet, and I so enjoyed like reading this. And she said she really enjoyed my video about the TPT conference, my vlog, because she's very much an introvert too. And I always like to hear that people know how I am feeling so that I don't feel so alone. So that was super sweet. And then this is from her sister, Catherine. How sweet. So Catherine is in 2nd grade, and Catherine, for a 2nd grader, your handwriting is seriously beautiful. And look, like she drew my logo and Dunkin' Donuts. How sweet. And it just says like, you're really cool and I wish you were my teacher. Oh, you're so sweet. And she included pictures of herself. I don't want to show them for privacy reasons, but thank you. You are so stinking sweet. Now on the box, there are, oops, hold on. There are these stickers with my logo, and she, oh, hold on, pictures. There we go. Okay. She actually included the rest of the stickers, which I think is so sweet. She was able to personalize them through Avery. So that's awesome. And look on the inside of the box. Like there's all of these little notes. It says you rock. Not my best attempt at drawing rock. That's okay. I could not draw a rock either. It says you rule, hashtag Pocketful of positivity. And then look at all these sweet things. So this is so cool because I've actually never been to, well, okay. I've kind of been to Arizona. I have been to the Grand Canyon. So I guess technically I've been there, but literally Billy and I drove from like Las Vegas to the Grand Canyon and then drove back. Like that was all. So I haven't really seen much of Arizona, but there's like this license plate that's so cute and this little keychain. Oh, it's so sweet. And you guys, I think this is my new favorite thing. This is a little book of sloth wisdom. I don't know why I'm pronouncing words weird today. I'm sorry, but look how cute. Okay, so let me show you. There was one that I came across and I want to find it. Never waste any time you can spend sleeping. Oh, and this one, hold on. This one was so cute. Be the nap you wish to see in the world. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna keep this in my classroom, and like when I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna read it because it makes me so much happier. And then there are these black and gold and white binder clips. Look how pretty, you guys. I don't know why I love binder clips so much. Like, is that normal? Do other people love binder clips this much? And there are some more of the Mr. Sketch scented sticks, and I really like these because they're much easier to grade with, like when they're nice and thin. So I'm super excited about those. And then there's all of these like little note cards, which I can never find the cute ones at my Target. I don't know what's wrong with my Target, but they're always like gone. So I really appreciate that. This one says, hello, I need to like catch my breath. You guys, when I get excited, I just start talking super fast. My kids know it. I seriously talk fast all the time. And then these with the pencils, how cute. And then these, oh, it's so cute. And I love these. I love like the rainbow. It says, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. You are just so sweet. And like this seriously made me so happy, especially like getting this letter and yours, like all of your little drawings are just so cute. And this, oh, you guys. Oh, it's so cute. Thank you so much, Rachel. Okay, I feel so bad. Well, really, Luna, I swear if you knock over that box, thank you. I feel so bad because this next one doesn't, hold on, focus. Thank you. This next one doesn't have a name on it. And I don't know who it's from, but it is called like the Golden Pumpkin. So it has this pumpkin. Oh, you guys, it smells so good. But there's no name. Like it has this order slip and it has like my ship to, that's me, and then the bill to, I like even looked up the address and it's just a like Louisiana boardwalk like outlet store of Yankee Candle, and there's no name on it of like who sent it, and I feel so bad because I want to say thank you. So if you sent this to me, like please leave a comment, send me an email, something, because I want to tell you thank you. This is so sweet and it smells so good. Whoever sent this to me, thank you. I like never buy Yankee Candle because it's expensive, but I love it, and like the candles just smell so good. So thank you to whoever this was from. You are amazing. So before I get into this crazy big box of goodies, I cannot wait to show you guys everything in here. Let us just appreciate for a second this branding. So this is from NATASHA RACHELL. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing the last name correctly. So she has created her own business under the name NATASHA RACHELL, and she specializes in educational technology integration. inspiration. So first of all, like how cute is her logo? And like she has her on her envelopes and on her letterhead. Like, you need to help me step up my game because now I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. But seriously, after reading her letter, like she is amazing. So she's been an educator for 15 years and she explained to me like all the different things that she is certified in. She is an Apple certified teacher, a Google certified trainer, Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert, Brain Pop certified educator, Plickers ambassador, Discovery Education. Oh my goodness, like I am so envious of you. I want to get all of those certifications and someday I will, I promise. But that is just amazing. And she has her own blog and then a website. I will link them both in description. I know it's like really, really tiny and you probably can't see it. So I will link them and I'm gonna go on and check it out because already just in her letter, she told me about so many different like apps and websites and things that I need to check out. So thank you so much. She is actually the one that recommended the website Classroom Screen, which literally I cannot live without now. I use it every single day in my classroom. And if you haven't checked it out yet, I highly recommend you do. I will link that for you in the description box as well. It is life-changing. So I'm so thankful. Not that she sent me all of this, but just that she reached out to me because I had no idea that she ran like her own business with it. That is amazing and just such a good idea and so needed because there's so much technology that like teachers need an easy way to have it presented to them and like they need to know about all the different options. So I cannot wait to go on and check out her stuff because just by reading her letter, I've already learned like so much. So she sent me this huge box of stuff. So let me show you. Okay, so this first thing is from Microsoft. I'm gonna have to check this out because I don't know exactly what this is. But do you guys see all this? I'm super excited about this. She actually sent me the real Plickers cards, the ones that I told you about that are available on Amazon, which I've never had before. I've like printed and laminated my own, but because they were not a matte lamination, like it was kind of hard for my phone to read them. So these are the real ones. I will link them for you. You guys can get them on Amazon. This is a set of 40, which is perfect because my one block, I have like over 30 kids. I cannot wait to use these. I did print them out just like on paper and I had my kids glue them in their agenda, but it never fails that some kid will forget their card or there's times where like I haven't given my block to their Plickers card, so I'll be able to just use these with them. So I'm really excited about those. And then these, I don't even know where you got these, but these are super cool. So these are like those little stand up, can we focus? These are little plastic frames. You guys would laugh at me. I'm literally using my nose to like touch the screen on my camera to get it to focus. So these are in a 2-pack and they're really tiny and I like my brain is already just flooding with ideas and ways that I can use this. But there are a total, can we focus? Thank you. There are a total of 12 of them. There's 6 packs of 2. So I cannot wait to figure out how to use these. Okay, where do I go next? She got me more of these face scrubbers, which I'm really excited about because I have already cleaned out all of Dollar Trees around me. They no longer have any of these left because I have bought them all and my kids are already like really rough on them. That's one thing I've noticed. 4th graders are a lot more rough on like supplies than my 2nd graders were. So yeah, hi cat. These are going to be great because I can already tell like some of them are going to wear out. They're going to get ripped up. They're drawing on them, which drives me crazy, but that will be great to be able to replace them with as we go throughout the year. Yay. Oh, look you guys, candy corn. I love candy corn. I also handed out to my kids around this time, like super easy way to get your kids to do what you want them to do and to get them to follow directions is to hand out candy corn. It's amazing what they will do for a piece of candy corn. And then I end up eating a lot of it too because I love candy corn. Oh, here's more face scrubbers. Okay, next, oh, there's a stress ball, which actually I did a science lesson today. I will tell you guys about it in a minute. Can we focus? Thank you. My camera's having issues today. So this goes with this. And I think this is what she told me about in her letter, that is like an app that you can use to like mirror what's on your screen so that you don't have to be over by your computer. I'm gonna have to check it out and I will tell you guys more about it. But I'm actually super excited for stress ball because I do not have a stress ball. And in a minute when I tell you guys about a lesson that I did today, I really could have used one. So that is perfect timing. It's really, really cute that it's an acorn. There are all kinds of goodies in here. So there is a Nearpod pen, which I actually just recently found out about Nearpod. I had never really heard of it, but I am definitely going to start using that with my students like on their Chromebooks. And when I do, I'll give you guys more information on that. But there are post notes in here and pens, and there is a OneNote lanyard. Funny story about OneNote. I actually used OneNote when I was in like, I don't know, late middle school, early high school. I like discovered it on my computer and I used it for everything. And I haven't used it lately, but I feel like I need to get back to using it because it is a really, really cool like thing. It's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's a way to organize Eyes stuff. I don't know. I'll have to show you guys. Ooh. Yes, and Remind. I've heard about Remind. I haven't used it. I need to reach out to you and like get information on all of this tech stuff because I suddenly feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I always feel like I'm techie and then all of a sudden I'm like, I don't know what half of this stuff is, but I'm super, super excited to check out all of this. Okay, there's also, I'm so excited, this is so cute, a Plickers shirt. How cool is that? Like, what a teacher thing to wear a Plickers shirt. Now, it's obviously like gonna be big. It's a large on me, or it's a large, so it'll be big on me. You guys know what I mean. I'm gonna wear it though to like bed. I need to take a picture of myself with it because like what a nerdy teacher thing to do, wear a Plickers shirt to bed. Okay, these are goodies for my students, which I'm so excited about. That's so, so sweet and perfect timing with Halloween coming up. So erasers, and then there are a whole bunch of super cute pencils as well. And I love that she got me 3 packs of 12, so 36, which is perfect for my homeroom class. So thank you for those. And my students thank you for those. They don't know it yet, but they thank you for those. And then there are these, which I've never seen these at my Dollar Tree before. Like, what is my Dollar Tree doing? They need to step up their game. So these are sticker badges, and there are birthday ones, more birthday ones, yay. And then bookmarks, and that's perfect because my kids definitely need bookmarks. Yay, thank you. And then these, first of all, how cute is this bag from Target Dollar Spot? How cute are these notebooks? Throw kindness around like confetti, so cute. And then be you, be bright, be bold, and look, black and white stripe with gold, so cute. And then I'm so excited about this. So there is a Google for Education lanyard. Hold on, Billy's getting home with Chick-fil-A. Ignore our trash can that's like overflowing. Hi, look how excited the kitties are. I'm almost done, I promise. Okay, so then there are these pens. These are the Papermate Inkjoy pens. I am obsessed with these. Yay! And then this is a Google for Education pen, which I've been using Google Drive, and it's literally been the best decision I've ever made my entire life, and I have no idea what I was doing up until this point. And she also mentioned Google Classroom. I actually just got set up for Google Classroom a couple of days ago. I haven't used it with my class yet, but I will be using it with them shortly, so I'll give you guys more information on that. Oh, look at the pretty colors. I don't have like any of these pretty colors. Yay. I'm really excited to try those out. And then there's this bag, which it looks like writing paper. Very cute. And inside here are a whole bunch of note cards. So these are like little paper bags. Those are really cute. And these, oh, I love all this. I love the cliche like teacher stuff. Thank you. This is actually a little like planner. It was for meal and grocery. And then more cards. Yay. I love all of the cards because I'm gonna need them when I'm writing back to people. And last but not least, she got me these containers. She said she couldn't find like the sandwich containers that I was looking for, but these ones are actually perfect for holding crayons. They will hold a 24 pack of crayons. It's really sad that I know this, you guys. I don't even own any of these, but I know about them. And they also will hold a deck of cards. And when I was at Dollar Tree tonight, I got some more decks of cards. So these will be perfect for holding those. And I love that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you so, so much. Natasha, you are seriously the best, and I need to like reach out to you and get more information on these apps and how to get like certified and all this stuff, because that is like where my passion is. I love teaching, but I also love educational technology. You guys know I'm getting my master's in applied technology and education, and like that is my jam, that and math. And when I can combine the two, that's even better. So thank you so, so much. I feel so spoiled like opening all of this. I'm gonna like go on and find you on social media and reach out to you like ASAP so that we can be in touch and I can like pick your brain, because you are a genius. So even though I've been home for like an hour and a half, I'm about to go get changed and then eat dinner, and I started to take off my shoes and I realized I didn't show you guys my outfit, and this is like kind of a different outfit for me. I stepped out of my comfort zone a little bit and I wanted to show you all what I was wearing. So first I have just this very basic navy dress. It's so comfortable. It's long sleeves and it's about knee length. I actually got this from TJ Maxx. Now I think it's originally from Old Navy, but I got it at TJ Maxx. It was like $15, and I paired it with this green like army kind of vest that I got from Target. I love this vest and I just thought it worked pretty well with the navy. I wore this gold necklace with it because I love my gold and I wear it all the time. This came from Charming Charlie, and I wore boots. So these are like tan boots that I got at Macy's a really long time ago. Like if you look at them, they're, oh, hold on, I'm not showing it. There you go. If you look at them, they're like really torn up and like the zippers get stuck and all that. I don't know if like you can wear boots like this with a dress. Like, is that allowed in fashion rules. I don't know. I thought it looked cute. If it didn't, it's too late now, but I thought I did a decent job. And like, I actually love this outfit because it was super, super comfortable. Like, I love dresses because it looks like you put in effort, and in reality, you just didn't want to wear pants. You know that moment where you look in the mirror for the first time all day, or in my case, like the camera viewfinder, and you suddenly realize, A, there's hair in your mouth, and B, how horrible you've looked all day. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now, but I don't even care. Say hi to Billy. Look how cute he is. Okay, so originally my plan was to sit here and like talk in length about my day and just reflect on stuff. That's not exactly what's about to happen because I do not feel well, and it's my fault, so I can't even really complain about it. I take medication on a daily basis to try to cut down on my migraines because there was a period of several months where I was literally getting like 10 migraines a month or something ridiculous, and they were lasting for several days. Like, I literally had a migraine almost every day of the month. So I'm on a daily medication, and I haven't had to have the prescription refilled here where we're living now yet because I get a 3-month supply of it. So all of a sudden last night I realized that I was out, and I've just been so busy that I didn't realize it sooner. So literally at like 8:30 last night, Billy and I went to CVS, and I kind of had a feeling they weren't going to be able to fill it because previously I was getting it filled at a Walgreens and I hadn't transferred the prescription. So they ended up not being able to fill it, and I was like, fine, whatever. Like, I'll just get it today, which actually that didn't happen either because they had to special order it, so I'm not gonna be able to get it till tomorrow. So that means that last night I could not take my medication, and then again tonight I cannot take it. And I knew this was gonna happen because I had looked up like side effects of going off the medication, because I remember my doctor telling me like, if the time ever comes where I go off of the medication, like I have to do it very slowly in order to prevent this, because you get a horrible migraine when you go off of it, shocker, and you get nausea and almost like flu-like symptoms. And I feel so nauseous right now, and my head hurts so bad. So I'm not gonna sit here and talk a whole lot about my day. You guys know this morning I was not in a great mood. Billy and I are on better terms now though, so that's good. But I was just not in a good mood this morning. However, I will say, like, once I got to school and I saw my kids, I suddenly felt a lot better. And I just really realized today how like lucky I am to have the group of kids that I have. Like, I really have a great group of kids, just like overall, all the kids that I see throughout the day, and I love them to death. And I don't know, I feel like, I'm sorry, my cat is running across the room because 10 o'clock at night is an appropriate time to start sprinting. I really do just have a great group of kids, and I just had fun with them today. Like, even though I wasn't in a good mood, like once I was around them, I was much better, and I was much happier, and like I just had fun because, you know, I'm stressed out right now because I have grades due, and I'm stressed out because of the curriculum and trying to cram it all in before the first assessment and all of that. And then I realize it, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't go into teaching to prepare my kids for a test. I didn't go into teaching to give them grades. I didn't go into teaching for any of those reasons. I went into teaching because I love to teach, and I love being around kids, and I love getting to impact them in a positive way. And it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy my kids, and that's what I did. And I had fun, and like we were laughing, and like that's why I go to school every day. So that was all I really wanted to say about my day. It was hectic. I had a faculty meeting in the morning, which actually I enjoyed because we got some information on a new math program that we are using that goes along with like AR. It's called Math Facts in a Flash because that's easy to say. And we also had a little bit of like PD on mindfulness, which I actually have had a fair amount of PD on, so I already know a lot about it, but it's always nice to have a refresher and just have like new ideas. Then during my math playing time, I told you guys that I was with my team teacher, and that kind of stressed me out some more because we realized like how much we have to cram in before this test, and we are going to skip over an entire unit because it's not actually on the test, and then we're going to go back to it after the test because like it's not on the test and there's other things like that we have to cover between now and then. So that was a little bit stressful, but then I had the group in my room for lunch bunch, and I enjoyed that. We watched the Great Pumpkin. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, is that what it's called? Yeah. Okay, I was in the middle of recording that clip and my battery just shut off because I haven't charged it a whole week. So I'm just gonna end it there. I'll talk to you guys more in the morning. I need to go charge the battery and I need to get to bed. I don't even know. Good morning, YouTube. So like I was saying last night before my camera cut me off, when I got home last night, I did not get to be as productive as I was hoping after I did my mail haul, and I started to get a horrible migraine. I started to get really nauseous. Like, I ate dinner and then I got my plans done for today, and that was it. Like, I got in bed at 10 o'clock, which you guys know very rarely happens for me, but I didn't get grading done. I didn't get editing done because I still need to edit my Get Ready With Me. But last night, like, I was just out of commission. And here's something else that happened, and I kind of don't know if I want to tell you guys this because it was funny, but it was also really embarrassing. So Billy and I DVR Jeopardy because that's our favorite show to watch, and most of the time we're not around at 7:30 to watch it. So we were watching it at like 8:30 because that's when we sat down to actually eat dinner. And there's this guy that's been on for like the past week, and he's really funny. And it got to the final Jeopardy question, and I guess he didn't know the answer, so he wrote down, "What is a taco?" And it took me by surprise, and I thought it was really funny, so I started laughing like really, really hard. But I also had sweet tea in my mouth from Chick-fil-A, and I started choking on it. And I was coughing like really, really hard because I couldn't breathe and I couldn't like stop choking. Well then, because I was coughing so hard, I ended up throwing up. And then because I threw up once and I was already kind of nauseous from my medicine, like I threw up several more times and like I couldn't stop, and it was horrible. And like, I'm sorry I had to tell you that story, but I forgot that I had started laughing at what is a taco until like the very end after I was done and like I had finished like doing my business in the bathroom and all that. And then Billy was like, "You know what started that, right?" And I was like, "No, I don't remember." And he said, "You were laughing at the Jeopardy guy answering what is a taco." And I was like, "Oh yeah." But it was really funny and it made for a good story, I guess. I am headed to school. I do not have any meetings this morning, so I do have planning time, but I do not have planning time during cultural arts. But the 4th grade teachers talked about it, and now on Thursdays we had been switching for block 1 like right at 9:35 since we didn't have cultural arts, but we talked about it. We're actually going to keep our homeroom classes until 10:35, which I'm excited about because you guys know I love my homeroom and I love all the time I get to spend with them. So we're going to make that like a study hall time, so students who have to make up work, students who need to take AR quizzes, all that good stuff, will be able to do it during that time. And this morning we actually have guidance at 10:05 anyway, so I'm only going to have like 30 minutes of study hall in my room, then guidance, then we switch for block 1s. I have computers today, and our students are going to get on the new math program because they have to be on for a half an hour a week, and that's really the only time they get an opportunity to be on. So I'm gonna get to school. You guys know I'm gonna go get a coffee, and I'll catch up with you guys maybe like sometime this morning.
May I help you?
Hi, can I get a medium iced coffee with the pumpkin flavor and cream, please?
Medium ice, coffee, cream and pumpkin. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Full window, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I just wanted to show you guys, I am getting ready for our homeroom time that we're gonna have this morning. Now, normally it's gonna be from 9:35 to 10:35 on Thursdays, but today we actually have guidance at 10:05. So I'm really only gonna have like a half an hour of homeroom time, but this is that website Classroom Screen that I've told you guys about. I seriously love this website. So down, email, hold on. So down here for background, this is one of like the pre-made backgrounds. It's like a moving waterfall, it's like a GIF, and I just thought that was really cool. So I have that on, so it's nice and calming. And then I just used a text box, and I typed in here what they must do. So they have to finish any work they have from block teachers before they can do anything else. They also can redo assignments, and then I put on here other things that they may do. So they can read their novels, they can take an AR quiz. If you don't know what AR is, it's Accelerated Reader, Math Facts in a Flash, which is our new like math program that we're doing. It's actually through AR. And then I also put on there, they can help their favorite teacher, aka Miss Ferré. And then we're gonna have guidance at 10:05. And then these are down here, the work symbols. I just put it up for whisper. I just feel like it's a good reminder to them so they know that they cannot be super loud. So since my subscribers are absolutely amazing and sent me these sandwich containers that I'm still so excited about, I'm going to go through these last couple of bags, put them in the containers so that I can finally be done with organizing this. It is now after school. It's about 4 o'clock. This happened this morning. One of my sweet girls, actually the sister of the girl who brought me the brownie yesterday, brought me a chocolate chip cookie from Panera, which I love. And this happened also. This came off of, as you can see, it came off of the lovely poster over here, which it was dangling, so I knew it was only a matter of time. And then the kid who brought it to me was like, "Oh yeah, and I accidentally stepped on it when it fell on the ground." Like, really? All right, it is after school. It's like 5:30, and I was planning on staying really late, and I still am, but I actually have to leave. Need to go to CVS at Target, pick up my prescription because they close at 7, and I'm worried about missing it. Then I'm gonna come back to school. I'm gonna continue grading. I have like one more assignment to grade, and then I'm done. I need to finalize my grades. I need to get something. Oh, I need to make a quiz on rounding and adding and subtracting for both of my classes, and then something else too. Well, I need to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but I need to like finalize all of my plans. So it's probably gonna be a long night, but that's okay. I'm not feeling very well. My headache is back. Like, it's not quite a migraine, but it's like a really, really bad headache. I have felt nauseous all day. Like, I feel bad eating in front of my kids, but like I had to be snacking on like chips and stuff just to like settle my stomach earlier, and I just don't feel great. Like, I think my face, yeah, I look super flushed. Like, I don't feel great, but it's okay. I'm gonna persevere. I'm gonna just get through it, get what I need to get done. And then good news is this weekend, hopefully I can take some like me time, and then next weekend is my birthday and I will definitely be taking some me time. So I just got back to school. It's about 6:15. I'm laughing because I legitimately cannot win this week. Not only am I sick because I forgot to pick up my prescription, so I'm suffering from like withdrawal from it, so I have migraines and nausea. I threw up last night and I just tripped in the hallway and like rolled my ankle, and it hurts really, really badly. It was one of those where my foot just slipped out from underneath of me, but of course I have heels, so my foot like completely rolled to the side, like ankle touching the ground kind of thing. And in order to not faceplant, I had to like start running in order to like catch myself. And of course, one of the third grade teachers was in her room and she's like, "Did you just trip?" I was like, yes, I did. Welcome to my life. But I'm now back at school. I'm gonna sit here and grade this last pile of papers, and then I'm done. I'm gonna finish up my grades. I need to put in like comments, and I need to like run the reports and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna finish those tonight, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna get myself ready for tomorrow. Mostly just my single subject kids. We're gonna work on an M³ lesson, which is just like advanced tasks and like enrichment kind of activities. So I'm gonna get that ready. I need to make that quiz. Then I'm gonna go home. I'm going to hopefully edit because I need to edit my Get Ready With Me. And tomorrow night I'm gonna be here late because I am helping to serve at the pasta dinner that they're having as like a fundraiser. So I'm probably not gonna get home tomorrow night until like 9 o'clock, but it's okay. It's all good. I love my life. I love my job. I love what I do. I'm just tired, that's all. So ignore my messy handwriting, but can we just acknowledge for a second, like my first attempt at trying to draw a line through this? Like, what even is that? What is wrong with me? And it keeps getting better. I just went to drink water, which was out of my Teachers Pay Teachers cup, which is cool. Completely missed my mouth and it went down my dress. Send help or caffeine or something because I am just not together this week at all. So a couple of things as I sit here at my computer and wrap things up for the night. Number one, just so you guys can see, I don't always make things cute. Sometimes I literally just open up Word, type up a quiz, and print it out because I realize that it just really doesn't matter. Although something funny, let me go in here, hold on. Okay, so I was trying to figure out how all of my kids found my YouTube channel because originally only a couple of kids knew, and then suddenly like I asked my class at one point and literally every single kid raised their hand. So I'm like, how on earth did they find it? Finally, a kid told me. So they had noticed my copyright at the bottom of the pages that I make, and they put 2 and 2 together and they found my YouTube channel. So I have to give them credit. Like, that's really clever, and I'm really proud of them for like figuring that out. But yeah, so all of my kids now know. For the most part, they think it's cool. They're asking me when I'm going to come up with merchandise, which actually a lot of you guys have asked me too. I do want to come up with like merchandise. I just don't really have the time now. So my plan is before this school year is up, like I will have merchandise out, but like right now I just have too much going on, unfortunately. Also, I've had these 2 boxes sitting under my desk like literally since the beginning of school, and these were all binders that were filled with like 2nd grade curriculum stuff, and I realized I did not need it anymore. So I actually gave it to a bunch of my girls this morning during our homeroom time because they did not have any work to make up or anything. So I said, you can help me, and I gave them the binders. I had them take the papers out of sheet protectors, recycle them. I even had them like take the binder spines out and throw those away. So these are all now just like empty binders. I'm probably gonna put these like in a cabinet somewhere and just store them away until I need them, but that is not happening tonight. I'm just gonna push the box back under my desk and forget about it again. So I'm totally aware that my face right now like matches my necklace because it's so pink. One of the other side effects of going off of my medication is like fever and stuff, and I'm pretty sure I have one right now. Like I'm so hot, it's not even funny. I'm gonna get out of here. It is 7:45. Now, all of my grades are in the grade book. I still need to go in and put in like comments and run the reports, but I'll have to do that in the morning because I'm not doing that right now. Billy has been home since like, I don't know, 7:30. So I want to get home too, and I need to get out of here. Like, I have my quiz ready to go for tomorrow. I still have to work on a little bit for plans for tomorrow, but I can get it done at home. Like, I don't need to stay here. I want to go home and I want to spend time with Billy. So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go home. We are having like leftover night at home, and I think we're gonna like cook a oven pizza or something, but I will catch up with you guys in the AM. Tomorrow's gonna be another long day because of the pasta night. And I go to grab my stuff to leave, and I realize my coffee from this morning is still sitting here. So no wonder I've been a hot mess this afternoon. It's probably because I only got to drink like half of my coffee today. Good morning, YouTube. So I got up about 10 minutes earlier than I have been getting up lately so that I could actually spend more than like 2 minutes doing my makeup because I have the pasta dinner tonight and I'm probably gonna see a lot of parents. I don't want to look a hot mess. And when I did the movie night, it was okay because it was dark outside, but I mean inside. So I need to look presentable. I need to get to school like ASAP because I need to print out my interim reports and have them to the office by 9 a.m. So I actually packed myself juice, which I know is very different because I usually always get Dunkin' Donuts, but I am not gonna go get Dunkin' Donuts this morning. Weird, I know. But I'm actually not in the mood for coffee. I know that sounds really weird, but I feel very dehydrated. So I'm gonna drink my juice, enjoy it, get to school, print out my interims, and then hopefully have a great day. Okay, my interims are all done. I printed them, but actually one of my team teachers still has to put in comments, so I'm gonna have to reprint them, but it's okay. I just spent some time prepping a whole bunch of pre-assessments. So I give these to my single subject kids before we start a new topic. That way I know who is ready for enrichment, who needs a little bit more instruction and practice and all that good stuff. So I already had printed these actually. All of those are for Unit 3, but we are actually skipping over Unit 3 because we need to work on Unit 4 first because that's gonna be on their assessment. So those are ready for when we get to it, but these are all of the pre-assessments for Unit 4. So I need to cut these apart, binder clip them, and then put them in that same drawer so that I have them as I need them and as the lesson goes on.
Voices getting nearer, heart is pumping, thoughts are running wild. We got a good thing going, why we gotta feel amplified. Staying to the morning, countless hours spending by your side. You look at me, I'm soaring, seeing all the truth behind your eyes.
I did want to show you this for social studies today. Our students are going to break up into groups to research the different regions of Maryland. So the Atlantic Coastal Plain, Piedmont Plateau, and the Appalachian Mountains. So I wanted to show you guys kind of how I am organizing this. I've put my students already into their groups because goodness knows I'm not going to let them pick. No, these are not even my student names. I literally just put in random names just to show you guys this. If you're interested, these are my editable rotation boards. They are in my TPT store. I have them all the way from like 2 groups, 2 rotations, up to like 6 groups, 6 rotations, and they all have these built-in timers. I have the timers all the way from 5 minutes up to 30 minutes, like in 5 minutes, 5-minute increments. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And it's designed so that when I play the slideshow like this, the timer will automatically start counting down. Now, usually I used to use this for like math groups. So if we did 3 like 20-minute rotations, I would have the timer go like 3 separate times. However, in this case, they're just gonna have 20 minutes to research like with their group. So these students will all be in a group together. These students will all be in a group together, and so on and so on. So they're gonna go and research. Then they're gonna get into new groups to share out. So almost like a jigsaw type activity. Then in order to organize them with that, all the ones are going to get together. So there will be 2 people from each of the different regions. So they will share together, and then all of the 2s will share together, and then all of the 3s will share together, and so on and so on. So I just wanted to show you guys this. These rotation boards can literally be used for so many different things. I'm so happy that I made these because they're literally a lifesaver to me. And I also have it set up so when that timer gets to 0, which obviously I'm not going to sit here for 20 minutes waiting for that, I'm just going to show you guys, it will automatically go to then this cleanup slide. So a 2-minute timer pops up and my students have that long to clean up their materials and get back to their seats. And I have the cleanup slides that are included in the rotation boards. Those are available both as 1-minute timers and as 2-minute timers. And just to show you guys, these are in here as like a video. I handmade all of these timers. Like, it was a big pain, but that's okay. When it gets down to just 10 seconds left, it will turn red just to kind of get their attention a little bit more. And then you'll hear it when it gets to 0 and alarm buzzes. So yeah, then it just kind of goes black, and I leave this slide up until like I know that all of my students are actually ready. So if this is something that you guys are interested in, I will link it for you guys in the description box. You'll see here, so I have like 2-minute timer, and I have one that says be at your seat and ready, and then another one that says be ready to switch. So if you use a cleanup timer like in between each of your stations, you can use that. I also have an editable one, so you can put your own text, and then I have the same thing with the 1-minute timer. And then these are all of the examples of like the different boards, and you can edit all of the text, so the title, your side pieces, and then each of like the boxes. So you could use this to put like multiple student names in there. You could put the activity in there and put the names over here. Like, there's so many different ways that you could do it. And again, these are available with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30-minute timers. So there's lots of different options. I will have it for you guys in the description box if it's something that you are interested in. So I got this super sweet note from one of my girls this morning. It says, "Dear Miss Ferré, you are the best 4th grade teacher. I think that you are the best 4th grade teacher because you always make me laugh, and I just want to let you know that I appreciate that, and I just want to say thank you." How sweet is that? So it is now my planning time, and here's what I'm spending my time doing. Probably not the most productive thing. Like, I should probably be working on plans for next week, but I don't care. I feel like doing this. So I don't know why I did not do this sooner, but when my students are writing in their science and social studies journals, I've just been like taking one of the kids and using theirs to put under the document camera. But I thought about it and I was like, why don't I just have my own journal and I keep track of all of the notes in here, so that when a student is absent, instead of borrowing a classmate's journal, not that I don't trust all of the classmates, but they may not be getting all of the notes that way, they can actually just borrow my journal, and that way I can ensure that they are copying all of the notes. So I'm literally just taking a composition book, and up here, these are little like sticky tabs. You can get them at Walmart. I can try to like link some below, but I just stuck those on there to differentiate science and social studies. And right now I'm copying notes. I literally just took one of my kids like notebooks, and I'm going through and I'm copying all of the notes that they have and putting them into my journal in case a kid needs them. Okay, this is too funny. So something I say to my kids a lot is I always ask, are there any questions, concerns, discombobulations? And that came from one of my teachers. Actually, my 6th grade teacher used to say that to us all the time. So it's just something that like I now always say, but it's so funny because now to my class, all I have to say is questions, concerns, and then they say discombobulations, and this girl wrote it at the bottom of her page. It's too funny. So hallelujah, my team teacher got homework done for single subject and for exploratory, so we don't have to worry about that like over the weekend or on Monday. And actually on Monday, we're not gonna have like blocks. We're not gonna have our normal classes. We're gonna have our homerooms all day because we are doing Junior Achievement Day, which it's interesting that here they do it all in one day. And then where I was before, we actually did like a half an hour to an hour lesson 5 days like in a week. So it's spread out over the week, but here they do it all in one day. So Monday, I'm just gonna have my homeroom for JA day, and then I have homework ready on Tuesday to give to my block classes. It is now lunchtime, and this is the first time since like Tuesday that I'm gonna be able to sit and actually enjoy my lunch, because on Wednesday I had lunch bunch, and then yesterday I had a girl, I offered to eat lunch with her so I could reteach her some math skills and then have her redo a quiz. So today I'm actually gonna sit and enjoy my lunch. The morning has gone well. It's just I'm not getting through everything that I need to get through. Like math, I didn't get through everything. We haven't even checked homework. In social studies, like they were supposed to have 20 minutes to be able to research their area. Didn't quite even have that long. I gave them like 15 minutes. We do have a little bit of time when we come back from lunch, but it's not gonna be enough to get everything done, but it's okay. We're moving forward slowly, but we're still moving forward. So it is now the end of the day. It's 4 o'clock. I just got back to my classroom from dismissal. One of my students in my block 2 gave me this bookmark. It says math is cool, and there's an infinity sign for the O's, so I thought that was pretty cool. And now is Operation grade a bunch of quizzes. We took a quiz today in my single subject subject class, so I need to grade those, get them put into the grade book so that they can be out of my life and I don't have to worry about them anymore. Plus, then I can figure out who I need to reteach next week before we move on to the next topic, and I have to kill time anyway until about 7 o'clock, so I should have plenty of time to get this done. So I wanted to give you guys a quick like classroom update of just a couple of things that I've started doing. I feel like, especially for me, sometimes with organization, you have to figure out like what's going to work best for you, especially being in a new school, a new grade level. I am slowly figuring out like, oh, I need a place for this. Oh, I need a place for this. The way I was organizing this wasn't working, so I've had to change things a little bit. So up here, I've kind of cleaned off this space a little bit. I used to have one of these black baskets up here, and I kept like my clipboards that have my clipboard cruising and all that, and my page protectors that have all of my like rosters and stuff like that in that basket, but it wasn't really fitting because those baskets are really designed to hold paper, and because my clipboards were larger than that, it was not holding them like the right way. So I got rid of that basket, and I'm using one of these magazine holders from Big Lots. They usually have these during back to school time. They're about $3. So this is now housing my social studies and science journal that I made earlier, and it has like my page protectors here that have all of my different like rosters and different like extensions for the school and just random information that I feel like I need pretty often so I can easily grab it. This clipboard, which I take to meetings, but it also right now has my seating charts, and then my clipboard cruising clipboard. This is the one that the hipster art teacher made for me. And then I'm keeping this area clean because a lot of times when my kids switch blocks, someone will come to me and they're like, oh, so-and-so left their journal in here. And sometimes like I don't have time for them to go take it to that person right then. So I just put it over here. And then at the end of the day, I'll have them go take it back to whoever it belongs to. So I like having that open space just in case. Then now I have these two baskets here. And honestly, I don't even remember what I had on the shelf before. I may not have had anything. I don't know. But I've now put two of those little black baskets. These came from Dollar Tree. They were only $1 each down here. And I'm going to use my foot to point. Don't judge me. So this basket is now going to be for housing redo work. So when a student brings me an assignment and they say, I want to redo this, I put the original in here, and then I'll put a copy of their redo, and I kind of hold on to it until whenever it is that they're going to redo it. I am going to make like labels to label these baskets, but I haven't gotten around to it. This one is, oh, I missed the shelf. This one is going to be for unfinished work. So when I go through my block bins, which are over here, when I find student work that is not done, I don't like to give it back to my students because then it tends to never come back to me again. So I keep it here, and then on Thursdays when we have our study hall and we have our homeroom classes, I'll be able to pass it out then and give it to those students to finish. Another change that I made to my classroom is this back counter area. First of all, with my graded papers, and then these are two more of those magazine bins that I got from Big Lots. I had them like over here on this side of the clipboards, and I was like, that literally makes no sense, because when my paper people, my mailman, and actually somehow my mailman has turned into like 3 of my ladies, but it's fine. It's kind of a 3-person job anyway. So when they take out the graded papers and put them in Wednesday folders, it's a lot more convenient for them to be right next to it. So I moved these bins right in between my graded papers and my clipboards, and that freed up some space over here. Excuse that, I'm just getting an email. So these white and black bins I got from IKEA. They were only like $2 or $3 each. They were pretty cheap. And honestly, these have just been floating around my room, and I haven't really figured out like what I wanted to use them for yet until right now. I finally figured it out. I am putting extra supplies in here. So at the beginning of the year, we collected all of our students' extra supplies. So their extra highlighters, their extra post-it notes, their extra dry erase markers. And then over here, we have like extra paper, and we have composition books, and we have pencils. And it was really inconvenient when a student came to me in the middle of class and said like, oh, my Expo marker's dried up, or oh, I've lost my pencil, whatever. And I do have a jar on my desk where I put like, when pencils are found on the ground, they put them in that jar. But there's times where like a student's pencil is just short and they need a new one. And it was really inconvenient to have to go into these cabinets. Like, it was wasting a lot of time. So I decided to house them right on top of here. That way they're out and open and easy for me to grab. So I have dry erase markers, pencils, and glue sticks. Now, I am going to make a little sign that says you cannot take any of these without getting permission from Miss Ferré, because I don't want it just to be a free-for-all and have kids coming back here and taking stuff, because it will be gone within like an entire week. So they will have to get permission from me, and then they can come back and grab what they need, but hopefully it will just speed up that whole process. And one final little change, I feel like this area has changed a million different times. I am still using this black basket to house whatever like games we're working on. So right now they were doing a game where they needed a place value chart. So I have place value charts in sheet protectors in there. And then the extra games that I'm not using are going to be housed in these rainbow drawers. Each drawer will be a unit. So unit 1, unit 2, and so on. I was also keeping the like dice back here, the decks of cards back here, and it was just way too like crowded. So in order to hopefully speed up the process when my students go to play games, I have just the game boards over here, and then the manipulatives and things that they need are in these colored bins, which you guys will remember when I did my classroom tour. I had these here, they were empty, and I was like, I have no idea what I'm gonna use them for. Well, I have figured it out. I am now using them to house math manipulatives. So these, I'm just gonna take it all the way out. These are little containers from Dollar Tree. You can get 10 of them for $1. They come in both circle and square, and these have little counters and then a double die in there. You can get the double die. Can we focus, please? There we go. You can get the, they're called Dyson dice. So it has like a die inside of a die, and it's really convenient. So instead of them having 2 dice, they can just have the one, and they roll it once and they look at the die inside and then the die on the outside. You can get these off of Amazon. I can link them for you in the description box, but I have pre-made little containers with all of those so that it just speeds up that process. This is housing a little rainbow assortment of task card holders. Right now there's nothing in these, but eventually I will fill them with task cards that students can use for like early finisher activities. And these are just photo cases by Iris that I got from Michael's. Then both of these have decks of cards. Because I have so many students, like my block 2, I need like 16 decks of cards. I could not store them all in just one container. Plus, I did not have enough of these little snack containers all in the same color, so I decided to have like half of them in green, half of them in blue. There's really no difference. They're the exact same thing. But the decks of cards I just get from Dollar Tree, and then these snack containers you also get from Dollar Tree. Most of the time they're 2 for $1, but sometimes you can find them in a 3-pack for $1. But I love these. They're the perfect size for holding a deck of cards, and they also are the perfect size for holding a 24-pack of crayons. So if you ever see these, I recommend grabbing them. I have a ton. As you can tell, like all of my decks of cards are in them, but I also have a bunch more just like in my cabinet because I use them for so many things and they're just super convenient. So both of these containers are just filled with decks of cards. It is about 5:20 and I still have about an hour and 40 minutes until I have to go to the pasta dinner, but I am all done grading the quizzes. I'm all up to date on grading, so I feel good. I'm trying to stay on top of it. I don't feel under a lot of pressure to get my plans done for next week, although I probably should. You guys probably think I'm horrible. I just don't like planning an entire week ahead. Like, I don't like to be more than a couple days ahead because I feel like my plans always change, or I don't get through everything that I thought I was gonna get through, or my kids don't end up getting it, so I have to spend more time on something. So I'm not in a rush though, because on Monday we actually have JA Day, Junior Achievement Day, so I will have a parent volunteer coming in doing the Junior Achievement lesson, so I won't actually need my plans until Tuesday, so that's a good feeling. I am gonna get some stuff done, I promise, but just right now I have stories to tell you. So recess today was super interesting. Oh my gosh, I'm laughing just thinking about it. So today is the last day of our book fair, and in order to go to the book fair during lunch or recess, our students have to have a note from their teacher. They did get to go during their media time, which my students went on Wednesday, but if they come like later in the week and they have money, in order to go they have to have a note from their teacher. So I had a student come to me at recess and he goes, "Oh, I have money, can I go to the book fair?" And I say, "No, sweetheart, like you didn't tell me earlier and I don't have paper, like I can't write you a note." And he goes, "Okay," and he walks away, and all of a sudden he comes back. He found a paper towel on the ground and he found a piece of chalk on the ground, and he reached over and handed it to me, and he goes, "Here, you can write me a note on this." And I said, no. I said, "They do not accept chalk," or no, I said, "They don't accept a paper towel." So he goes, "Okay." So he leaves again, runs around the playground, comes back like 5 minutes later, and he has found a post-it note. So he hands me the post-it note and the piece of chalk, and he goes, "Here, you can write a note on this." And I say, "They don't accept chalk for the notes." Like, and I told him, because at this point I'm like, this boy is so determined to go to the book fair, like I kind of want to let him go, but I told him, I said, "If you find me a pen or a pencil, I will write you a note on this post-it note and I will send you to the book fair." Sure enough, he runs over to the basketball court and there's 2 recycling bins. He starts looking in them, looking around them. He finds on the floor an old Flair pen, and he runs over to me, goes, "Here, you can use this." So I said, "Okay, like you've earned it. You deserve to go to the book fair." So I wrote him the note. I let him go to the book fair, but it just cracked me up because he was so like determined, and you know what? He problem solved, and I was really, really proud of him for that. I can't even lie. Then towards the end of recess, we had a girl get her poor knees stuck in between the bars, like up at the top of the jungle gym. And at first, like we heard her knee was stuck and we're like, oh, like we'll just walk over and it'll pop right out. No, our assistant principal had to come out with like lotion to put on it to try to get it out, but we got it out. All is well. It cracked me up. In my block 2, we worked on a lesson on palindromes. palindromes. It's from our like enrichment program, which is called M Cubed. I never really heard of it until coming here, but it's actually really cool. The lessons are pretty fun. So we talked about palindromes and how that's something that's the same forward as it is backwards. So like a word like race car, it's the same forwards and backwards, so it's a palindrome. Numbers could also be palindromes, like 323 is the same forwards and backwards. So we talked about numbers that are already palindromes by themselves, and we talked about how any single digit number, like between 1 and 9, is a palindrome, and then multiples of 11, so 11, 22, 33, 44, all of those are palindromes. And we talked about how you could make other numbers into palindromes by flipping the number and adding to itself. So the number 15, if you flip it, you get 51, add them together, you get 66, which then is a palindrome. So my students had to go through all of the numbers between 1 and 100 and figure out what palindromes they make and how many steps it takes to get there. So 0 steps if it's a palindrome on its own, like 11 or 22. 1 step if they flip it and add it once and it becomes a palindrome. 2 steps if they have to flip it, add it, and then flip that number and add it, and then they get the palindrome, and so on and so on. So they enjoyed that. They didn't get a ton of time to like work on it because we had to talk about it first, and then they got started, but they're gonna keep that in their math folder so they can pull it out like at any point over the next couple of weeks and work on it. But they enjoyed that, and I always love, like, I love kids that love a challenge, and my block too, like they love a challenge, and so it just makes my teacher heart super happy. I now am going to try to start planning for next week. I mean, I kind of know what I'm doing, but I should probably be a good person and like actually put it into plan book and actually make copies and all that not fun stuff that I don't want to do. So when I could have been lesson planning, I decided to make labels instead. Welcome to my life. What else is new? So I made labels for unfinished work and assignment redos. That's going to go on those 2 black bins. And then I also have one for clipboards, and that is going to go on that black container right there. Then, oh, sorry, I just threw that all the way on the floor. Great. Then these bigger ones are going to go on my black, I think they're called like magnetic pockets or something like that I got from StoreX. I can link them for you in the description box, but I have white paper, scrap paper, Scholastic, dry erase, pockets, and focus wall. So let me show you those. Okay, so I have 2 over here by my like small group table. These come in a pack of 6, so I just kind of have them split up around my room. This top one holds dry erase boards, just like extra ones that I can use at my table. And then this one has like dry erase pockets that I use for like different worksheets and stuff sometimes. So I need to take off this label, replace it with those new ones. And then this one up here is going to hold stuff for my focus walls. So my science and social studies focus wall and my math focus wall over there. The different posters and things, when I actually get around to making them, are going to go in that pocket. This one has extra Scholastic like order forms in case any of my students need them, so I'm going to label that. And then I need to redo these labels. That top one is plain white paper, which I obviously need to like fix up a little bit. And then this bottom one is scratch paper. Next labels are for those white bins that I have on my counter with extra supplies. And then these are for my rainbow drawers. So the ones over there next to my library that are holding my different like unit games for math. So we have 15 math units, so I have them labeled all the way up to unit 15, and then I'll have a drawer just for like spare games because I do have 16 drawers. And this is too funny. I always laminate on this back counter just because I have a fair amount of like space and I can easily plug it in. And as I was plugging it in, I noticed this light switch, which I literally have not noticed. So I was like, oh, I wonder what this is for. So I turned it on. I have like under cabinet lights. Like, why have I not been utilizing these? All right, it's about 8 o'clock. I am all done serving the pasta dinner. It was catered by like Carrabba's, which it was really, really good. I didn't eat any, but it smelled really good. I was in charge of doing the bread, and it actually wasn't as busy as like I thought it was gonna be, so it wasn't that bad. I'm gonna end the vlog here because I need to get home. I need to edit my get ready with me. I need to go get dinner, and I need to get to bed because I'm super, super tired. So if you enjoyed this video, please give the video a thumbs up. That helps me out, and it helps this video be able to reach more teachers. Don't forget to subscribe to me if you haven't already. And as always, I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video and for supporting my YouTube channel. If you want to check out any of my older videos, you can use the 2 links right down here. If you want to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos, you can use the link right up here. In the description box, you'll find links for my Teachers Pay Teachers store along with my PO address if you're interested. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.